All right.
D.max just called me dirty and brown.
I did not say that. You don't have it on recording. Nothing like that ever happened. Okay. I hope you trust whoever it is that gets this recording there, Jessica.
No, let me get it, please.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Clear as Mud. Today we got, of course, our ghostess with the mostest, D.max.
Hello.
And we got our goblin set.
Hello, governor.
We got our old generic man, Peepaw.
Generic or geriatric?
Geriatric.
Take your meds, Bizzle.
Generic?
Geriatric.
I mean, he's pretty generic. As far as old Southern men go.
He's our Gemini Nanites. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we have me, Pizzle. And today we are doing part 3 of our grade A. Part 3 of our grade A under a extravaganza.
Actually,
hang on.
Hold on.
This will be part 4.
Because
the last one we're going
My bad.
Yeah, because the last one we're going to bust up in 2 because we went 2 hours.
Yeah, we went for 2 hours on this one.
Our part 4 of our grade A under a extravaganza.
Yeah, and this is the end of the playlist. So, hi everybody who's been watching the playlist in the Tomorrowland or whatever.
Yeah, we have a playlist now.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just decided that. Yeah. Might as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be basically just wrapping a bow on this boy here, grade A under A. A little bit of a recap, just because I think it is important kind of at the beginning of these things. And since we didn't really do it in the 3rd episode, because we didn't really know that we were making a 3rd episode, grade A under A, big time creator, right? He's funny. He has an accent. He makes silly edits. He uses very cheap means to be able to make his videos. And he honestly is a big inspiration for me, a big inspiration for a lot of content creators. He got into it. So since this is the last one, I think it is important that we kind of recap exactly what the story has been so far with grade A here, right?
Yeah, he's awesome.
He is pretty cool, right? But here's the thing. He went from a content creator who was not involved in any drama and was basically just doing general commentary kind of things, right? Talking about school, talking about jobs, talking about real life stuff, right? And then he started getting into, the drama element of things, started, kind of busting people's balls, as it were. And that got him a decent amount of notoriety, and it made him kind of rise to fame alongside all of the other stuff that he was doing. If he wasn't already famous before, he definitely blew up after a lot of those stuff, took on such people as, oh God, what's the Matthew Santoro, Vegan Gains.
Vegan Gains, yeah.
Yep. And
well,
now...
that one video, not only did he took on Matthew Santoro, but he also took on PewDiePie and Markiplier.
Yeah, but they're like, they're leaves in the wind. I mean, it's just blow in their general direction. They're gonna go down the driveway.
Yeah.
Not very hard ass, but the Matthew Santoro part of it, that was interesting because, right, it's like, see, and that is kind of what established grade A as being like a I don't know what you call it, like a content ninja, a killer, as it were. And that's kind of what he was trying to do here with this Keemstar thing. So again, as a little recap, this was part of a concerted effort by Leafy's here, grade A under A, and
Pyrocynical.
Oh my God. Oh, Pyrocynical. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was him or if it was somebody else. But okay, yeah. So these 3 guys basically went hard after Keem, exposing him for a lot of stuff that was from his past. They didn't really bring up a lot of new stuff per se, but it was just a very concerted effort to try to laser beam focus and just try to get people to unsubscribe from Drama Alert, which is a big thing at the time. And so this is part 2 that we're going to be watching of grade A under A versus Keemstar. And this is actually titled Grade A under A versus Keemstar Part 2, How to Really Piss Keem Off. So I think we should just give it a watch.
I never thought I would say these words, right? But I cannot fucking believe how much support some people have been giving Keemstar lately. I was reading comments on my last video, right? And some people are complaining about
That was one of me. I was them. I was one of those. That was me.
You were one of those comments?
I was one of those guys. I don't know if I commented anything under Grade. I think I might have, maybe. To be honest, I really don't think I did. I just made a video because I was like, you know what, screw you, Grade. I think everybody's coming at Keem for like especially the N-word thing was the thing that really got my goat. Because I was just like, that is because it to me it was so just blatantly unfair because it was very obvious to me at the time that like Keem was just he was literally trolling. like he was like that wasn't like I don't think that Keem like people were calling Keem a racist for that stuff, and I thought that was wrong. I think if you wanted to say that he shouldn't have said those things, that's fine. And fair enough. If you want to say what he said was offensive and maybe you shouldn't have said it, sure, okay, I can go with that. But then to use that to extrapolate onward to say that Keemstar is a racist, that's where it's like, all right, now you're getting into the zone of like a life ruination type of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the question. Did he condemn Keem for saying that word before or after he defended Keem for saying that word?
Well, we're going to get into that because we do have that clip.
Exactly.
So this is going to be, I don't know how this is going to go, to be honest with you, because I have like, this is from here on is pretty much where I started looking at Grade A kind of side eye. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to be objective. I'm going to try to like, take that hat off, take those glasses off. Cause I guess I was kind of operating as a stan at the time. And so I want to be a little bit more objective to it, but like I said, as we said in previous episodes, like Grade has this weird habit of like funny, way too far. Funny, way too far. You know what I mean? So, we'll see what kind of happens in this one.
Like, whoa, Grade, you went too hard on him, and he didn't deserve that. What? Listen, all I did was tell stories of what's happened in the past. I'm literally doing exactly what he does. I'm just reporting on stories. Honestly, I cannot believe that he's been getting any support from anyone at all. And why has he been getting support?
Well, okay. The problem, like the reason why I had an issue with that is because, like, dude, you're a hypocrite though. Like, if you're saying what Keemstar is doing is incorrect or bad, then shouldn't you be not doing that too? I don't know.
Goes on Twitter and plays this, the victim card.
I've been depressed. I feel betrayed. I feel used. I'm a fucking person, and no one treats me like a person. I'm genuinely sick of being everyone's punching bag.
Why can't people just leave me alone to ruin careers and call innocent people pedophiles in peace? You bastard. Listen, he's a racist who lies about people being pedophiles. He leaks people's private information on purpose. He literally laughs at kids while they cry their eyes out. And he's crying about how he's being treated.
I can't help. This whole thing here, right, is on the heels of the whole thing with RS Glory and Gold, right? And that whole screw up. And that by far was probably one of the biggest screw ups that Keemstar ever did. And it will always be hung around his neck, and he will never, ever really be able to get rid of it. It doesn't matter what he does, right? I mean, I think we discussed this, in this, maybe at the beginning. I don't know. Anyway, I know at some point in time we have discussed this where Keem and Tony were able to kind of make peace there before the man passed away, but it's still going to always just be part of internet lore when it comes to Keemstar. It's just part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing that's also interesting, right? So he did that and he screwed that up, whatever, right? And so Grade A's calling him to task on this, and maybe rightfully so. Whatever. But don't forget, right? One of the first things that we ever looked back at was the last episode of Baited with the original cast. And it was the one that they had Zoe Berger on. Remember, because he worded a tweet in a manner which basically implied that because of what Zoe was doing, if a guy was doing that towards young, putting out there for young girls to quote consume, that he would be labeled as a PDF, right?
Right.
But so it's really kind of interesting knowing that we have the hindsight, or we have the ability now to look, because we know what happens in the future of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know now, looking where we're at today in 2023, and how those allegations are just levied and thrown out here with no concern whatsoever, right? I mean, Max, actually, hasn't been too terribly that I was and still being called that regular basis by a certain somebody. So, it's amazing to me. And this is why I say, I lay this at Keem's feet, because he made such a mockery of the word and of the
PDF file thing.
Yeah, with Zoe Berger. I lay it at his feet, and will always lay it at his feet.
You got to keep in mind the timeline here too. And I think maybe, I don't know if this is like maybe a video that I want to make just in general now that I'm thinking about it. But I almost kind of want to go through and track Keem's like whole past and find exactly like, because I think like Keem is kind of, I don't know. I was kind of thinking about it for a second there while you were talking. Like it's the story of the Joker, It's like the Killing Joke, right? Is that he starts out as the Red Hood, and then he gets pushed into a vat of acid, and he emerges as the Joker, and then he's like, that's just where he's at now, right?
Yeah,
but it's not really that for Keem. It's more like it's like a chisel, right? It's just like he's an amorphous rock, and he just got chiseled slowly into the Keemstar that he is now. But I think this was like a big old pump, and just a big old chunk came off of him with this one. Because honestly, I don't. Because I remember I was on Twitter when I saw when those videos that he just played, Grade just played of Keem saying like I'm so depressed and all that stuff. I believe him. Like I genuinely believe that, to be honest. Because I think that especially Leafy, like there was a connection there. Whether they were like how close of friends or whatever, but nobody denies that Keemstar and Leafy were good friends at a certain point, and they were on calls with each other like every night. Keem was giving him financial advice, trying to like really kind of for lack of better words, groom him into the type of content creator that was so successful, kind of like Keem had been able to kind of cultivate at that point. And
don't forget the famous picture of the meetup where it was like where was it, like Kansas, when they went on that helicopter ride. Remember the picture from the helicopter? Yeah, I mean they were. They were tight.
My point is though that like I think this is one of those things where it's just like it's so sad. Like I think that Keem needed to be called to task. I can see that now, given so many years past. I think that needed to happen. But honestly, I think the only person who probably needed to do that was the person who kind of started this cavalcade, which was iDubbbz. If he had just put out his thing, Keem had taken his blows then. And then, this three-headed hydra that came out of nowhere and just decided to try to stomp him into the ground. What iDubbbz was doing was not life ruination. Like, wasn't even trying to like get him deplatformed or anything like that. It was like, but what these guys are doing is literally trying to deplatform Keem. And I think that is like, I don't know, man. That's a different level, especially coming from people that you assumed were your friends up until then.
Yeah.
Which I think Keem did. So maybe not Pyro though.
No, I don't think he and Pyro were ever really close, but definitely Leafy.
Grade a little bit less, but Leafy 100% they were.
Sure.
Really? Listen, fuck that. Fuck him and fuck anyone who supports him. How can anyone sympathize with him? Even Hitler thinks this guy's an asshole. That's right, Grade. He's an asshole. Have people seriously forgotten all the shitty things that Keemstar's done in his past? Well, when people start sucking his dick, telling me that I went too hard on him, by simply telling stories of what he's done in the past, I think it's very fucking clear that people have forgotten all about Keem's past. So let me remind you. Listen, I'm not going to alter anything or make anything up, right? I'm just going to tell you some stories exactly as they happened. In my new show that I like to call Cancer Alert. So in this video, I'm...
Recycled joke. Yay.
Yeah, but why did he have to bring in Burt Reynolds into this?
I don't know, man. I still want to find a fucking cure for this stupid clown Reynolds syndrome. It's still been a problem ever since Bunny Buttons gave it to me. I've had it for a year now. Every single time I try to look at, a woman's naughty bits, it's framed portraits of Burt Reynolds. It's just burned into my pupils. I can't do anything about it. And so honestly, I just kind of glazed over when I saw Burt Reynolds there. I was just like, oh, it's just porn or something. I don't know.
I'm going to very quickly go over
Yeah,
some
I don't know why he's got to drag him into it.
of the things that he's done in the past and end with something that you guys can do that Keem wouldn't like very much. Alright? If that's something you care to do. But anyways, let's take a look into the life of 34-year-old man-child, Keem. First of all, right, let's just start with this pedophile shit. On Blog TV, there used to be a feature where you could co-host someone in your stream. So while you're streaming, you could show someone else in your stream like this, right? Keem would often have streams
Oh, this is the
This is
where he would encourage
the
people to
14-year-old
come and do
or whatever.
crazy shit for him.
Alright, you fucking... Whoever wants to do something fucking outrageous, just let me know.
And as you can see here, right, Keem would have people come on and do crazy shit, like dance like a wanker like this guy's doing, but he was all too eager to have girls come on and show as much skin as possible. Just like this.
Next girl.
And as I said in my last video, there is a video floating around of a girl who is a 15-year-old fan of Keem, where she is naked and she has pieces of paper covering a some saying I love DJ Keemstar. Which I'm not going to show you in this video because I don't want this video age restricted, right? So since the evidence for Keem...
oh, Grade. You're cursing way too much to to not be age restricted in modern YouTube, sir.
you know, and I want to
Do it.
I want to seem
I know
to
what you're gonna
think
say.
I want to seem to think that there was when this thing came out about this girl, right?
Mhm.
She wasn't. I want to think that she wasn't 15. She was like 17 or 18.
Well, I from what I remembered, he didn't even know what her age was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
exactly.
Maybe.
No, I think that is definitely true. He didn't know. And
Yeah.
there's no way to know. It's like what like
No.
you know, it's like especially that was the question I was going to ask when he brought that up though, was I
Yeah.
don't even know when that happened because I'm not trying to run a defense here or anything. I'm just saying that the culture at the time, right? There was the man show, there was, there was that type of content was very prevalent at a certain point, and so like it was all about getting the bare naked ladies up there, and so I think everybody was trying to kind of capture that sort of thing.
Do you know who
It's
was a reoccurring character on the Man Show?
Who?
Andy Milonakis, remember?
Yeah. He had his own show
Do you
too.
know? And do you know who wound up being on the second rendition of
That's
Baited?
right.
Andy Milonakis.
Andy
So there you go.
Milonakis.
Tie it all together, baby.
Yeah. Who's the other guy? Was what's his name?
Anything for views?
Oh, I thought it was the Fridge guy, Billy the Fridge. Isn't that? or was that
No, it was
later?
anything. It was anything for views. I think Billy the Fridge came on and did like an episode with him, like an
Okay,
interview or
that's what I was
whatever.
confused.
But no,
I didn't
the
watch that
the
fading.
cast was
I
yeah,
just
the
stopped
cast. And then at some point, I can't remember who. I think anything for views left, or was it Andy? One of them left, and Clown came back for like an episode or two. So
Right.
yeah.
Jesus, you guys are just troves of YouTube historical knowledge.
Yeah, that's that's what you do while you're sitting here and you're just consuming these YouTube videos. All these other slack-jawed losers are sitting here just watching
Yeah.
videos. We're taking notes in our brain.
Yeah.
We're doing what you do, Pizzle. If you were around at that
Yeah.
point, you would know too.
If I was around at that point, I would be super dumb famous already.
Yeah, I think you would, honestly.
I think I would, because I would grift so hard. And I'd be like,
Okay, well, actually, you know what, Jessica? All right, I'm going to put you on the spot. If you were here in 2016 when Grade A, Under A, Leafy is here, and Pyrocynical were going after Keem, whose side would you be on?
Keems. Because
You'd be on Keems?
honestly,
Okay.
I would be on Keems because hello, look at my history already. I'm always like against everybody else. That's how all my lore started.
Wow. So you're saying you're just like whatever the most popular side is, you're just going to go for like the least popular?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well, there
Because
you
it
go.
gets me more attention. It's
You
not
want
exactly
as many enemies as
what-
possible. I
right?
can dig it.
That's how
Yeah,
Keem got famous. Holy crap.
I guess
No,
that's
but
true.
honestly, I probably still would be on Keem's side because then I'd be like, no, screw you guys. But I would be like, Keem's cringy and he's creepy.
Sure.
But Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm lying because I'd be much younger
Wait, why is he creepy?
with the girl on the camp. The way if I was watching this video and I didn't know the history of it, I'd be like,
yeah.
"Oh, why are you making?"
I
little
just feel
girls do
like
this?
with the context, it's not really that bad.
Yeah, no, without the context, And like,
sense.
ooh, Keem just goes around calling people pedos. I'd be like, Keem would be like Slug, I think, because it's 2016, so I'd be younger and I'd still be drinking a lot. Like I used to I used to go to the bars and just my drink of choice was tequila. And like, so I probably would just be like, I'd probably end up, if I was here in 2016, I'd probably end up like Boogie. With a lot of money and nothing to show for it.
And just spend it all on hookers.
Exactly. Yeah. Because then
I Scott.
Yeah. I did buy him though. Yes, he's originally from Russia, and it took 3 years.
He's a
for
mail
us to
order
get rid of,
husband.
Yeah,
okay.
It took us 3 years to get rid of his Russian accent, and yeah, he picked up the Southern one because it was easier because I know how to do the Southern accent, and the Southern accent.
The reverse for Peepaw? Can you like teach him how to
him
have
the
a Russian accent?
I can teach people how to have a Russian accent like this. It will be very easy. Do not worry.
Explain to him how it is that you do the Russian accent.
You drink vodka from potato first, okay? And then it gets into your throat. It closes it up.
How are we doing? Are we doing pretty well here,
This
Seth?
is
You're the one who knows
This
better.
is terrible.
You goofballs, I can barely speak English. I'll be damned if I won't try to fake another accent.
All right.
I can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You can try. Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, let's go
Engaging
on
with
to
underage girls is far stronger than Pyro by Keem's own logic. If Pyro is a pedophile, then so is Keemstar. On February the 16th, 2014, Keemstar...
I'm watching the rest of this as if I was in 2016 a YouTuber.
I mean, yeah, but looking back on it now, yeah, that's a little. That's an oof. That's an iffy.
That's sus, isn't it? That's a sus argument to make, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that I was watching this at the time and going, like, what up, Grade A? What are you doing here? What's up with this?
I would have been like, facts. I love false equivalences.
I don't know. I just think like thinking about the stuff that came out like in general about Pyro. Like this is pretty like looking back. I mean, I don't know if there's more evidence for Keem, bro.
So the Pyro
that it didn't age quite so well.
Wasn't the Pyro thing at this time the French girl?
It still is.
It's always been the French girl. Yeah.
And then now there's also the guy called Ivory or whatever.
Yeah.
And Colosso, this message is going out to you, my buddy. You promised to address it on the podcast. That was 3 months ago now, and still not been addressed.
What podcast?
TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok, clown boy.
What's that noise? Hold on, wait. I hear. Is that a sweeping?
No.
Sweeping. It's a sweeping. Oh my god. Oh my god. The anti-commentary community.
I don't know why he would promise that because no.
I don't know why he promised it either, but he did.
Yeah.
He did, and we hold our YouTubers to their word, Seth, because they're all known for being super honest and keeping true to their word.
Yeah.
That's historical.
There's one thing that Clear as Mud is not. It is incestuous. All right.
Yeah.
Incestuous. I mean, me
Seth,
and
all
Seth.
right. No. Okay. What you guys do behind the scenes is nobody's business. All right. That's not what we're like putting public narrative out. All right.
I'm just
Keep that to
saying,
yourselves.
me and Jessica are DMs. You wouldn't want to be part of that.
I've seen all of your DMs, Seth. I've seen the DMs with you and her. I've seen the DMs with you and Maggot. I've seen the DMs with you and other people. I don't want to say anything about.
Seth!
Yo, hold on.
How dare you?
The Maggot ones are very
murder her right now.
They're not that incriminating. I think, except the fact that I don't know. I did some of my titties in there.
An episode for another day, perhaps.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
So this next claim that I remember when he put this in here and levied this against Keem, I was like, holy shit, what a reach. I mean, this some bitch's arms. He should be able to reach out and touch the moon. The reach
I
he did
love
on this
Stretch
one.
Armstrong.
Well, you're going to love this one then. So let's
Monkey
listen
D.
to
Luffy.
him.
Keemstar must have left his house one day, right? And left his Twitter logged on at home. After this, Keemstar's girlfriend allegedly got onto his Twitter while he was out drinking with a friend and started tweeting. The tweets were sent from the same location as Keemstar, which adds proof to the tweets actually being sent from his girlfriend, right? She then told everyone about how Keem attacked her with a set of car keys. Just look at some of these tweets. My name is DJ Keemstar, and I like to physically and emotionally abuse my girlfriend. I just stabbed my girlfriend in the cheek with her own car keys. This is actually from his girlfriend who has lived through hell. So apparently, there's proof that he's a woman beater as well.
Keem.
You see? I told you he was an asshole.
Yeah. So that I love that this is what I'm saying. It's like, Grade, you do so well when you're just talking about silly nonsense. You can't just make like a 2-minute bit, or like, it wasn't even 2 minutes. It was like 30 seconds into something like an allegation that extreme. There's so much there where it's like, we have to peel that like banana peel by peel. And it's like, what are you even talking about? Where did this come from? When did this happen? What does Keem say about that? All that's missing, you know?
Well, so what you're saying is when Grade A under A gets kind of mad and emotional, he fucks up. And you know what? I can understand that, Grade A. I am with you. We stand in solidarity for our manic episodes that we exhibit online.
To your
Do
point,
not
though,
watch
Jessica,
Now Recording ever.
Go sub to Now Recording, 100% do that. But no, but Jessica, like Grade A here, he's not explaining himself very well. You know?
No, he's not.
One might even
No,
say
he's
he's
not.
not very good at explaining things. Here.
Hit me up in the DMs, Grade A. I got some pointers. And the way to do it is to just keep on doing what you do, but just add in. Do you guys want to hear the true, correct, and base take? And the audience just is like, oh, that is the true, correct, and base take. That's just how it is. It's mind. You just mind fuck them all of them. Yep. Skills.
Not only that, right? But he's also incredibly racist. Listen, we all know about him calling Alex the N-word, right?
Oh, fucking righteous fucking Alex is doing this shit. You fucking
And his response to that is always, oh, that was 7 years ago. Listen, if that was the one and only time he had done so, right? I could maybe let that go.
The first thing, and probably the worst thing that I've ever done, I mean, in my opinion, is calling someone the N-word. Calling Alex the N-word on Battlecam.
Don't listen to his lies. If anything, Keemstar calling someone the N-word is one of the better things this arsehole's done. Just listen to these.
I'm fucking white. I run this world. You're black. You're my. Understand it. You know how we got the name Cracker? Because we used to have the whips cracking the fuck out of you. First time he gets a gun, he shoots his brother. I would the fuck out of you. The only reason why you want to fuck a white chick is because nobody wants to fuck a. This dude is so embarrassed that he's black. He knows he's a fucking second-class
base
citizen.
alert?
Jesus!
Base department. King calling.
Jesus.
I don't know who's editing this episode, but bless your soul.
Hey, yeah, I can't get caught. Oh, well, I mean, the video, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Look, it's just about. We should just every time that the N word pops up, just put the song. Boop 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 boop.
Oh God! All right. I'll just do each. Yeah, all right. I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually
Here's the
good.
thing. Here's the thing with the actual argument that he's making, though, is that it's crap because honestly, in my opinion, like if you're gonna say that calling Alex the N-word is a separate thing from all of these things, like I get it. This is multiple clips of multiple streams where he's trying to do. But the thing is, if you're trying to be as charitable as possible and you present like all of these clips are equal, you know. It's not like any of these clips are any more worse or damning than the other ones if you're going to take what Keemstar said about these things, which is that he was trying to get a rise out of people. He wouldn't do it now, whatever, you know, all that shit. And to be honest, like ever since this, as far as I know, I really hope I don't have foot in my mouth with this. I don't think Keemstar has ever done anything even remotely like Keem has actually been like vehemently anti-racist ever since this, and that's probably just for optics reasons. I bet he probably like a lot of us doesn't mind a racist joke here and there, but it's like he's gone so far in the other direction on a lot of things that have come up like that I just don't believe. I don't believe it. I
You guys want the real scoop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's in the loop.
Keemstar has actually become surprisingly left leaning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And I think this comes from having a younger girlfriend, probably. You
Yeah.
know? That does help that. But
Brantley's based, dude.
She is fucking based. One time she
love
liked my
Brantley.
tweet, and I literally came in my pants like, oh my
Hey
god.
Seth. Hey Seth. She's following me. Hey
She
Seth.
follows me too.
We talk from time to time.
Yeah, me and
Oh my
me and
God,
Bradley have
no.
open DMs.
No!
Hey, Seth.
No, don't do it.
She followed me before she did those two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill myself right now.
I thought that was Seth.
It was. She fell out of her chair. She fell off her yellow pages.
We're gonna have to do the 12 goblin salute.
That sucks, dude. I'm in love with that woman.
Seth,
She's cool.
me and Brantley have plans to go horseback riding together.
Let's go! Oh my god! Yeah, my
The
little
only
One
thing
day-
I want to ride is hers, man.
Oh Lord, great stuff.
I'm just saying, he, I don't know
That's
if this
a
is
good
a
one.
well-known fact, but the person who runs the Drama Alert account is a trans person, first of all.
Is it
I mean, he's
Jalen?
given- It's not
No.
Jalen. No, he's given.
Wouldn't that be great? though?
Okay, then that account,
That would be awesome.
that account would have been a lot different, I reckon.
Yeah.
But
That
I'm
would've been
he's
racist.
given he's given people like that jobs. He doesn't mind them. He's hung out with Jalen, right? I mean,
Yeah.
He invited
does
Jalen and
drunk
her
drive, though,
crazy
allegedly.
girlfriend to the house. Goodness gracious. That was just a stinky photo. I'm sorry. None of those people wash their hair. Wash your hair. It's not
Very
that hard.
greasy. Yeah.
Get some dry shampoo. Good God. At least.
Honestly, just
or just
baby.
shower. What's
Well,
going
I mean,
on?
if you can't bother to go and take a shower or a bath, dry shampoo. Holy crap. Holy
Pro
crap.
tips.
Because at least don't look like you don't shower or bathe. Holy, try. You're trying to be a woman. Try to be harder.
Okay, Jessica. Be careful, all right?
All right.
Tread lightly.
That's my e-girlfriend you're talking about right there.
Well, your e-girlfriend needs to try a little harder to be a girlfriend.
Okay, I'm
Seth is
sorry.
gonna be on Minecraft later and just be like, "You'll never guess what this bitch said about you."
Yeah, for real.
Bitch got me blocked anyway, so anything she says.
We're gonna be
won't
watching
stick to
fucking
me.
Kitchen Nightmares later. What you gonna do with your girl, huh?
For real.
Fucker.
Right.
So just for prosperity's sakes, let's let you guys know we're about 35 minutes into recording. So
Oh, good
Hold
lord. We're never gonna finish this.
You got it.
Christ! Just listen to all of that shit! And do you know who said all of this shit in the matter of just a few minutes?
Keemstar. Keemstar.
Keemstar! When someone says, yo, what
my
up,
God,
my
come on.
N-word?
that's horrible.
Come
That's
on.
horrible. God Almighty.
That's not even
horrible.
him. That's not even
No.
him saying that.
No, I know.
And that's stupid too. But it's like I get it. It's the same thing that he's kind of been doing, with everybody, where it's like you take people out of context and you put it in the most whatever light so you can make a joke. But it's like you're not making a joke here.
No,
you're
this
taking
is-
someone out.
This is complete and total life ruination. He went complete and total just.
Yeah.
He was
Schizo
burnt up.
mode?
No, I will tell you what it was. He was complete and totally burnt up with anger. And when you get consumed by anger, you will do some really dumb things. No.
They're friends, right?
Anyway.
That's not really racist. But when someone literally says, I'm white, I run this world, you're black, you're my slaves, I don't think that's too much of a joke. Do you?
Yes.
In certain ways, right? He actively tries to fuck YouTube channels over by sending his viewers to go and dislike
Dude,
videos
this
that
guy would literally blow a gasket if he knew the kind of shit I say.
No, but that's the thing, Seth, is that I don't believe for a second that Grade
No.
A
Would.
actually doesn't laugh at
No.
any of these
Exactly.
jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's clear that it's like it's because it's Keemstar.
Exactly.
Yes, he's just trying
he
to
had a
get it
hate
out.
boner.
That's it.
He had a hate boner. That's all it boils down to. He had a hate boner, and it lasted more than 4 hours, and he didn't call the doctor. That's all it was.
That's a good line.
he doesn't like.
Obey
It
is
is.
a pedo team. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Obey is a pedo team. Here's their new video. Let's get 100 dislikes in like 3 seconds. We got 74. We got 109, you fucking piece of shit. 131.
Did you
God,
see?
that was so. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but just shout out to Keem's old live streams. Those things were crazy because like he
Yeah.
would do that. He would just go randomly on like somebody's channel or somebody's video or whatever, and sometimes he'd be positive. Most of the time, I think it'd be fairly negative.
But
And he would just like direct all of his like live streamers, just go to this video, go dislike this video, go to this video, go like this
Yeah.
video, go sub to this channel, go unsub from this channel. Yeah.
But you know what's funny is he's pointing that out, but then what he actually asked people to do at the end of this one.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to talk about
But that's
whiplash,
Grade's argument
hypocrisy?
is like, I'm just doing what Keem's doing. And it's just like, well,
So then you will say, then you're no better than Keemstar.
right.
You're equal to Keemstar. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
And also,
Only
I mean, people bring
Pixel-
this up all the time, right? But the thing is, it was a different time. Okay, it was.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, there was, okay, and like we discussed, earlier when we talked about YouTube had to put in a terms of service to address the leafies of the world because there was not one that existed before that. So this going in and targeting creators and their users, fan base coming in underneath a creator's channel and bombing it with hissing and snake emojis, and that's why they came up with this terms of service thing. Says you can't go and do that. You just like what Keemstar was telling them to do there in that clip, or what Grade A tells them to do in this video. You can't do that. That is against terms of service now, and that will get you wrecked. So, I mean, honestly, the fact that this video is still up in itself is a miracle. Actually, a lot of Grade A's older videos are up is amazing, and why they didn't
just
get yeeted.
grandfathered. I mean, it's because it's the same thing. I'm always been surprised how my video stayed up, where I just said the N word like 10 billion.
Yeah,
times. Like, that's still up. It's never been age restricted.
Sure.
Nothing.
But here's the thing, right? YouTube came in and took down some of iDubbbz's videos back then, right? The videos that he did, the content cops, they came in and took them down, right? So it's not that YouTube can't and does not go back and yeet some of these videos. They do. So there could come a day and age when these videos are gone. This part of history that was for commentary 2016 will be gone, and it will be left up to old hats like myself and D.Max that was around to tell the stories.
Yeah.
So
Just in the interest of trying to push things along here,
Yeah.
why don't you go ahead and fast forward to
Who really owns drama alert? Now listen, Keemstar.
do we really need to watch this section?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. Do you want to give an over? I don't know. The thing
I
is,
could
like,
give
this
you
just
I
kinda-
could give you a real TLDR.
Sure.
So the
Yeah, let's
TLDR
do
was
that.
this. Okay, so Keemstar had multiple YouTube channels that had all got taken down because of violation of YouTube policies, different ones during that period in time. So the way he got around this and way the Drama Alert channel is up and still in existence was somebody else created the channel. It was in their account, everything. And the argument that was put forth, or the narrative that was put forth, was Keemstar was a hired, was a
Employee.
talent. He was a talent. That's all he was talent. The Drama Alert was not his, right? Now, fast forward, probably around, I'm going to say 2019, 2020, somewhere in there. He had gotten big enough and had shown to YouTube that, hey, I can be a good guy, I can behave, I can operate within the boundaries, right, within the rules, that YouTube allowed him to, quote, be on YouTube again and have channels underneath his name. And so, but at this point in time, technically, yes, he was circumventing the rules under the guise of he was just a hired talent. It was not his channel. It was his channel. It was just operating underneath someone else's name. And that's the TLDR on this whole section.
Okay.
Saying that the reason he was no longer going to be the host of Drama Alert wasn't so he could minimize the amount of subscribers that he's losing, which, by the way, is why he's really leaving. He'll be back. It's his channel. But he said the real reason he was leaving was so that he himself could investigate some claims made against him. What a retard!
I love that. The drunk Batman song. I love that song so much. I wonder if I put it in any of my videos, would I get copyrighted?
Probably.
I think maybe.
One way you can do that, just a little secret, because I do this. I will obtain the song in question, and I will upload it and have it unlisted. And let's sit there and let's see if it gets claimed. If it does, I'm like, okay, I can't use this one then.
That's actually why I made a second channel in general. It was just so I could, like, if I'm live streaming, I just play all of the songs on my thing while I'm live streaming, and if any of them get hit, I take them out of my playlist, and if the ones that stay, I get to use in videos. So it works out.
There you go.
Nice. Facts.
I just want to see. Honestly, the only reason I wanted to point this out was just because of that little thing that he was showing before. Like, he was hemorrhaging. Like, that was like a direct, like, it was bad.
Yes.
And especially at that point, too, because this was before YouTube removed the feature that let you see subscriber counts in real time. Keemstar actually had a clock on his Drama Alert desk that counted up the amount of subscribers. Whenever he got a new subscriber, it would count up. And so I think he ended up removing that because of all of this.
No, it broke because it started going so fast on the downside. It broke it.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
They get into the Basherverse stuff.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Is this where it gets in? So now, okay, the Basherverse thing. I have some opinions about this.
Keemstar has already falsely accused multiple people of being pedophiles. A 62-year-old streamer called Tony, Basherverse, and the person he's currently doing it to right now, YouTuber Pyro Cynical. According to this petition set up by Bird News, Keemstar has apparently accused at least 8 people of being pedophiles, right? And the number of people who have been convicted for it, 0. But listen, while Keem doesn't have the power to directly end any career he wants himself, right? Him being around definitely can make people go away and stop making videos. And honestly, right, this is one of the biggest reasons why Keemstar is a problem. Because your favorite YouTuber could literally stop making videos tomorrow because of a stupid news story that Keemstar reports on tomorrow. Don't believe me? Look at Toby Turner. Before Keemstar made 6 videos dedicated to him, including a 20-minute video dedicated to reading out every single word in the unproven allegations against Toby, Toby was making a video every 2 days on his gaming channel. But since Keem's videos, to this day, he's still not uploaded.
Yeah, but hang on. Didn't Toby Turner came back and then there was even more crap that happened around him?
Yeah.
It turned out he was kind of a schizo. Yeah.
Yes. There was a lot of people who were coming out talking about, he was like,
allegedly. Wasn't he the guy, and you guys had to help me here, because I remember us doing a video back years ago on Clear as Mud, it was just Banana and myself, where there was these girls that came to a party at his place, and allegedly they were underage. Was that not Toby Turner?
That was not Toby Turner.
Okay, who was that?
That was it was like a joint channel with 2 people. What do you call it?
No, it's a big creator. It's the same guy that broke that dude's face with the excavator. We're swinging the dude around the excavator and it broke it.
Shane Dawson?
No, it wasn't Shane Dawson.
Oh my God, Dylan. What is his name? Derek. Oh my God, what is his name? Holy I know who you're talking about. Oh my God, hold on. I just have to go.
I thought that was Toby Turner.
No, it was not.
No.
It was Trisha Paytas.
Yeah, because
it was David Dobrik.
David
David
Dobrik. That's the one. Okay, so all right, my bad.
That wasn't Toby Turner.
My bad.
Yeah,
I got that.
Toby
I got
Turner-
the two mixed up. Yeah.
He just did
Toby Turner
Minecraft
thing-
content and shit.
Yes, Toby Turner was actually a competitor for PewDiePie for a long time. They were at around the same kind of level, and they did a lot of the same things. People, there was a whole war actually when I first came into YouTube when I was like 12 or something. And it was PewDiePie versus Toby, and like you were either on one side of that or the other. We all know how that kind of played out. Toby kind of went schizo. Had a lot of allegations come out that he was just kind of an a-hole. I don't think it was anything like crazy. He would just get drunk.
The
and just be
rape
belligerent.
allegation turned out to not be real, I
Right.
think. And that was
Yeah.
like nothing else
And
was
honestly-
illegal, but he was just like weirdo.
I follow Toby Turner on Twitter, and we've interacted a few times. He's pretty chill, like from what I can tell. I mean, it's just on Twitter.
I used to follow him because I was a big fan. Because I
Me
love
too.
Minecraft, obviously. And he's like super schizo. I remember there was a period of time where he'd post like really weird like conspiracy theories about like COVID
still
when that
does that.
happened.
Yeah, he's
Okay. Yeah.
I-
So he's a
I
little
don't know.
bit schizo, but he's not like
Yeah.
a racist or anything.
Not anymore. I think he got a lot better. But
What do you mean
you know
not
what?
anymore?
He only used to rape guys.
He only
no. I meant for the
much
schizo
better
part of
at
it.
it.
No.
He's not
Okay.
guys, he's not a racist. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Now he's a lot better at it,
Oh, guys, we got-
Okay.
I don't want to. I don't want to cry. I don't want to stifle. But you guys, we're at 49 minutes. We're going to have
I
like
know.
12 episodes of this thing.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, but
sorry.
it'll be an easy wrap up. It'll be an easy wrap up.
Star is the new Fine Brothers. I think people are clearly starting to see just how much of a cunt Keemstar really is, and they're making him the new Fine Bros. Look, he's the new Fine Bros.
Tell me you're gonna unsubscribe. Please tell me you're gonna unsub.
Now listen, I would never tell you to go out your way and hurt another channel, alright? But what I can tell you to do is to go subscribe to his #1 competitor right now. Go check out Scarce. Listen, John Scarce is currently the second most subscribed news channel on YouTube, and he's nearly at Keemstar's subscriber count, and he is growing at a crazy fast rate. Go to his channel and actually check out a video or two of his. You will be surprised at how entertaining they really are. Plenty of people recently...
Guys, it's scarce here.
But they're not. I
Oh
like
my
Scarce.
God.
He's Scarce is a decent dude. I really think
Yeah.
he's got a heart of gold. I mean, if you
I
really
would
know
not
his
call him
story,
entertaining.
whatever. But he's not entertaining. He's
Hey,
it's
guys,
about like
it's
watching
scarce
I think it's pretty
here, so- yeah, that's pretty crazy that this guy did this thing. Check
Whoa,
out,
guys,
like the
can you
video,
believe that?
subscribe, bye. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, he's monotone as fuck.
You know what
That's
it
not
is?
for me, dude.
You know what it is? It's like watching a Coffee with Peepaw. That's what it is. That's the
No, because that's the chill vibe. You're, like, it's
Yeah.
different if you're just like genuinely a boring person, and then if you're trying to give off a chill vibe.
Seth just called you a genuinely boring.
Yeah, I know, and I don't disagree. I'm genuinely boring guy.
Bro, and that was I literally was saying the opposite. Like, you're trying to get chill vibes. But
Well,
he's, like,
I'm gonna give you the
genuinely
benefit
boring
of the doubt because English is not your first language. So we'll give
Listen,
you a pass.
all I'm saying is that Scarce isn't out here talking about, eating squirrel brains or anything like that, all right? So you're
Exactly.
plenty entertaining here, Riv. Pat yourself on
All
the
right.
back.
All right,
God's sake.
fine. I can't reach
Let's let
that
this
far,
play
but
out.
okay.
Are realizing that Scarce gives you your recommended daily allowance of news needs, right? And in fact, that he's actually a lot better than Keemstar. He reports on a lot more news stories than Keem. He covers them unbiasedly. He doesn't make shit up or go out of his way to ruin careers. And most of all, he's not an asshole.
Again with this hate towards.
Listen, I've spoken to Scarce a few times, right? And he is genuinely a fucking awesome guy. I even dared him to slyly put in a Brazzers tab in one of his videos, right? And the fucker actually did it. I didn't think that he'd actually go and do it, right? But good on you, man. He's a good sport. But seriously, right? Go check out his channel and actually watch a video or two of his. You'll be fucking surprised at how entertaining they are. The more subscribers that Scarce...
I'm gonna tell you right now, that was not what Scarce looked like back in 2016.
No.
Absolutely not. What a fat
Mr.
fuck.
Flannel, Mr. Flannel. no.
Yeah, he didn't fit
Hey, guys,
behind the
it's Scarce
tree,
here.
but it wasn't because he was buff. It was
No.
he was rotund.
But the last time he showed up or whatever, dude lost a ton of weight and
good for him.
I think he's doing really good. Yeah,
that's good.
He actually
that's cool.
He did one of those like celebrity boxing matches and stuff.
Really?
And he did it with a broken hand. He broke his hand during training, and he didn't tell them, and because he wanted to do the event so bad. Now I'll have to find it, but he actually gave Tommy C an interview shortly after that boxing match, which was a huge accomplishment for Tommy, getting him on there and stuff, right?
That's cool.
And he told the story of why he had stepped away and had not been making videos and everything. And I'm going to tell you something. What that man went through, what he overcame, the demons and stuff that he had to battle to overcome and to get where he was at.
Okay, listen, it's not that serious being fat, okay?
No, that's not it.
But
he had a severe drug addiction.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's why he lost weight.
No, he lost.
Oh
no,
my God,
no,
Seth.
No, that's not why he lost weight. But yeah, it's
wow.
it's I'll find the and send it to you, Max, so you can listen to it. But it was when I heard him tell his story, I was like, man, I just gained a lot more respect for the man. Is all I'll say. So
sure, all right. Hmm. You know what this is? This reminds me of that. This reminds me of like the latter seasons of Game of Thrones, where Daenerys Targaryen. It's like you're rooting for her. You're like, yeah, like get him, like yeah, dragons, yeah. And then all of a sudden, she just like burns her whole village, and you're like,
because she got mad, and we're not and we keep on not understanding that. And she just got mad.
No, she was always insane.
Of course, you would relate to Pizzle, Jesus.
I do.
Well, Daenerys was never a good character.
That town, and she got that dragon and was burning. I was like, "Go off, Queen, slay."
I'm one of the few people that like the ending of Game of Thrones, but that's besides the point. That's besides the point.
The ending, okay, but I'm just saying
we're
Daenerys
doing it
sucked.
again.
Okay, that's
we're doing the thing people said not to do it again.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. We could talk Game of Thrones some other time.
Yeah. I was
on the next episode of Clear as Mud, Game of Thrones.
Our review of Game of Thrones.
You motherfuckers would not be able to handle my opinions. Okay, I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Anyway, go on.
Okay, go.
Okay, so guys, we're right at an hour. Do we want to stop and try to do another episode some other time? Because I mean, we didn't, and we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus wept.
No.
Like, but you know, people, when you added me to the cast, what did you expect?
Well, no.
When you added me to the cast, what did you expect? You got two talkers on the show.
Okay, so here's the deal, right? It's not. No, I'm tickled to death. I've got everybody on here: GG, Seth, Pizzle, Max. I love all of you guys. It's not that at all. It's just it's this topic, this guy. There's just so much to unpack. You can't just do it. There's no way to reduce it down, especially with the way we do it. There's just no way to reduce it down to just like an episode or two. There's just no way. I don't think this reflects poorly on. I think to give this guy his just dues, which I think he is owed that, right? He definitely is a prominent fixture in commentary history, right? I think you just have to do your due diligence. So we may have to, maybe we take we get to kind of where maybe because this here basically ends Grade A's
beef with Keem, at least
and we're going to get into when we pick it back up, we can pick up where now Keemstar
is
rebuttal for all this.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I think this is kind of a good stopping point, actually, for this.
Yeah. I like we could easily wrap up Grade here, like because I mean, honestly, the rest of it is just like he kind of fell off. Like that's really just kind of what happened is that he started going back and forth. In my opinion, he kind of got in his head. You know,
well, he had to take some mental breaks. He had some real.
He had that Nazi depression.
In his own words, he had some depression, and he stepped away for a long time, and then he came back and tried to make some videos, and they just didn't. They just didn't have the pizzazz they once did. And,
this is the last, I think, big ironically, this, like him going after Keem here, this was kind of the last time, at least in terms of commentary, he really mattered, He didn't I think the heat and everything that was around, because this turned in, screw it. Let's just wrap it up here, because I think this is fine. Because honestly, this is kind of where it stops for people. We have other clips and stuff. We have Keemstar reacting to it. The over under there is that Keem wasn't thrilled by any of this. And he basically said all the same things we said. Just a little bit more dyslexic.
And just to put this out there too, kind of put this in a little bow and tie in, right? The whole reason why the baited podcast ever happened was it was Keem's Hail Mary pass to save him, to save Keem. And it worked because he brought in one of his greatest protagonists at the time, which was Colossal. Yeah. And then he brought in Tommy because he had some beef with a mutual person that they both had a little. Tommy had a little bit better relationship with the person that what Keem did, and that would be Tommy NC 2010. And then Tommy basically became the attack dog. He went hard. I mean, hard at Grade A Under A. He didn't ever go so much hard at Leafy, but he really went hard after Grade A Under A, and a little bit on Leafy deal when the whole $20 thing popped up with Nick Cash.
That's the thing is this, and that's why I think right here is probably a good place to leave Grade. There's a little bit more to say, but it's pretty much he leaves, he comes back, he leaves, he comes back. He's still making content, kind of, sort of, but not really. It's been a few months. And that's really about it. I mean, Keemstar did a series of drama alerts where he kind of like peeled the onion that was this entire situation with Leafy and Grade and all of that. I think he even got Leafy on a call, maybe even I think Grade was on that as well. And kind of, they had a little bit of a match there. It wasn't like a screaming contest or whatever, but much later, I think everybody kind of made a little bit nice with it. And that's it. I mean, Grade just, kind of faded in the background, just became another YouTuber like everybody else, stepped out of the commentary spotlight, and GG, sir, good riddance. Honestly.
But he still, because I showed it, I think in the first episode, because I actually went out there and pulled the numbers off of Social Blade. The dude still gets views to these days. Now, I don't think
unmonetized, but
it's unmonetized. I mean, I don't think he's not getting any money out of the deal, but I don't think his channel's monetized anymore. But he still pulls some views.
Well, you know who is monetized? Us. We are. By our wonderful Goblin crew, consisting of Echo of Tragedy, Joe, aka Mr. Brainmem, Leia, Simon Goge, Voltage Mike, Mame, Trippy Savage, K-Huck, and Pigeon Salad. If you would like to be a part of the Goblin crew too, then you can do that by giving us $9.99 a month, and you can get a shout out at the end of every video, or you can be a mud pie for $4.99 a month. To gain early access to our videos and get exclusive members-only content. Or if you can't afford that, you can always do $1.99 a month to become a mudslinger, to post priority comments, and to be in our members-only chats. So please, give us money.
And if you become part of the Goblin crew, Seth will make a very kind and respectful visit to your family and follow you on Twitter. And as help, I will follow you on Twitter and shout you out in a video. Yay! And on my channel. Yay!
So all right. How about this? So Seth, I know that you knew a little bit about Grade A before any of this. Is like, do you have any like closing thoughts on him? I kind of want to go down the roster and see how everybody feels.
The thing is, he never I never watched him per se, and I kind of knew when this all went down, but I wasn't really paying attention, so I never really had any thoughts on him. But I don't know, watching the videos, especially some of the things that age very well, I'm gonna have to say that's a pass. He fell off.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Jessica?
I loved his video. I mean, I would probably still watch his videos because if he was still making content, I'd be like, oh, juicy, just sitting there with my tea, like, who'd Greg going after today?
That's so Jessica, Jesus.
And I would egg the fuck on. I would egg it. I'd be like tagging him on Twitter, like, Grade A underwear, you wouldn't believe what happened this time, blah, 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 blah.
You say that, but you just said that if you were in 2016, that you would have been on Keemstar's side. So what the hell, Jessica? You're playing the field, as always.
But we're in 2023 now, and I want Grade A to go after more people.
Okay.
Holy crap. Grade A, under A, come back and do this again because it's great. I love it. I love the drama. I love the tea. I don't care who. You could go after me if you want. That'd be great because apparently nobody talks about me in group chats.
Oh,
but, I told you I'm going to be 95. And it would be like, the group chat week of 2023 was the day I realized how irrelevant I was on YouTube.
I wish I had a time machine so I could join that group chat just to talk about you.
You should. I told Xylee that she should just use my name as a code word. It'd just be great. It'd be
for
so
other
much
people.
Easier.
You're just really trying to get in a league, aren't you?
I really want it. Yeah. It's the grift that keeps on grifting.
You and I have said our opinions ad nauseum about Grade A, so I think everybody kind of knows. But I guess I'll offer you this question. Should he come back? Should he make content?
100%. 100%.
Yes.
Okay. I think it'd be
Seth,
good.
you
I
say
think it would
yes
be a good
too.
thing.
Seth, you say yes too.
I will say this: he would have to, some of the things that makes him and Grade A under A would have to change because it's not the same sandbox he was playing in back then. Primarily the language. Some of the we call it splash screens or flashcards, whatever you want to call it, that popped up. Some of the wording on there. Yeah. So, but the man's ability to turn a phrase and to crack a joke is there, and cannot deny that.
I'm denying it.
Yeah, you're denying it. Okay, that's fine. You can deny it. You're wrong, but you can deny it. But no, I would love to see Grade A under A come back and
he needs to be on a podcast. That'd be fun. Can you imagine if somebody came out with like a podcast of like the like it's like a baited 2, but it's with Grade A instead of like Clown or something?
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
That'd be so great.
Wow, I would actually listen to that.
You know what I mean? I'm pitching
that'd be so awesome.
Baited 2.
God, do a podcast. Grade A under A. Find people. Do it.
All right.
Yes.
And remember, folks, to keep your powder dry, and we'll see you in the Grade A under A's.
Hey, bye.
In the Grandada.
And we'll all be rushing next episode.
I'm cutting the video. Get the hell out of here. You people are ridiculous.